It's so embarrassing. All the secrets coming out now. Hey guys, today Simon and I are going to do the husband and wife tag. Let's get started.
So the first question is, where did we meet? We met at a bar in the city. I was working a Tuesday night. Emma Kate had come in to see her dad, who was a part owner, that her dad and the other owners were having a AGM, a general meeting, and I was asked to work the Tuesday night. She saw me working behind the bar and straight up came up to the bar and said, "Who are you and what are you doing here? I've got my RSA, Responsible Service of Alcohol. So why are you working here and they won't give me a job here?" And it was just full on in my face straight away. That's how we met, and that was, a full on meeting the first time, but straight away I knew there was something special about her. She was a beautiful girl in a bar on a Tuesday night, and she came at me.
And we became like instant friends from that, didn't we? And we were friends for about a year before we started dating.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, second question. What was your first impression of me? So I think we'll both answer this one.
So what was your first impression of me?
My first impression was you looked really nice. You looked really kind, and yeah, we hit it off like straight away. I think you just looked really different to any other guy. I'd kind of...
We had similar tastes in music, so that was...
Yeah, we were sitting there with the Discman.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of me? We kind of already said it. It's a bit crazy.
Yeah, a little bit crazy, but beautiful. Similar taste in music, and we just seemed to really get along. We just started talking about anything and everything like we'd known each other for a while. So next question is, when did you meet my family?
Well, we were friends, and I remember I was sleeping on the couch over your place one night. We'd gone out, and then your mum and sister came over the next day, and I was there. So, but we weren't dating or anything like that. We were just friends. When did you first meet my family?
I reckon I was at your nana's house, and your mum came over. She was driving a red BMW two-door. I remember that. And yeah, I reckon that's when I met.
My sisters there?
Yeah, I met your sisters. Yeah, they were all there.
And you met my dad before you met?
Well, yeah.
Before you met me?
Yeah, I knew your dad a long time before. Well, yeah, a fair while before.
And how long have we been together, and how long have we been married for?
Next year, we've been married 13 years and been together 16 years, and we got married one day after our 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, so it's easy to remember because we got married the day after our 3-year anniversary. So just add 3 on to whatever the wedding anniversary is, and that's how long we've been together.
What was our first road trip?
I think it was when you brought me back to the Riverland for Easter that time, and we went, because your family always went and camped at this like spot on the river with boats and things like that, and everyone sets up tents and stuff. I think that was...
Yeah, I think that would have been our first big road trip. We used to like going for drives on weekends, even when we weren't dating, into the hills and stuff, but I wouldn't say that's a road trip, but they were day trips. But yeah, our big first road trip was heading back to the Riverland for Easter.
Okay. This next one will be interesting. What annoys me most?
Are we both answering this one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, lately it's been driving me absolutely bonkers, and I've actually been meaning to tell you.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Every morning you get up, you have a drink of water, you leave half a glass of water somewhere in the kitchen, somewhere. Never in the dishwasher. The glass is always sitting somewhere different every single time.
Because I get up, I have medication every morning, and so I pour a cup.
Drink the whole cup of water. Stop leaving half a cup of water everywhere. Don't fill the cup.
Okay.
Put it away. What annoys you about me?
Where do I start?
This is a list.
I think one thing that really gets me annoyed is when he gets this bowl of yogurt and seeds and I don't know, some kind of protein powder or something, and it's got seeds in it, and when he eats it, it makes the most annoying sound. It's just, it's really, really annoying. I think maybe we were supposed to answer the question in general too. Alright, so I'll start. What annoys Simon is when people aren't organised and he likes to leave on time, and especially in the mornings, and kids are not, the best at being organised, and I'm definitely not, and it drives him insane because he's always waiting for me to be ready.
Yeah.
Is that pretty correct?
Yeah.
What annoys me most?
What annoys Emma Kate is probably when I have stuff in my teeth or around my mouth and I don't know, and she thinks I should know, and she tells me it's there and I still don't get rid of it, and then she looks back and it's still there. It drives her nuts.
It does.
What's your favourite feature about me?
Your eyes.
Oh yeah.
Love your brown eyes.
Always said that, haven't you?
And I love his salt and pepper hair now. He's got the George Clooney look going on.
Yeah.
And I love how tan Simon is. It's really frustrating.
What annoys me most?
It annoys me, but I love it. And what's your favourite feature about me?
Probably the same, the eyes. Beautiful, sparkling eyes that she's always had. That it probably goes back to first impressions, as I noticed her eyes the first time I ever saw her, and they're still there, so they're beautiful. They haven't fallen out yet.
What am I good at and what am I not good at?
Emma Kate is really good at making things amazingly perfect. Like, she has perfectionism. So yeah, assignments, the kids' hair, the kids, work at home, anything like that. She has the ability to, really have that perfection down to a T with it.
What am I not good at?
What's Emma Kate not good at? Time management. Yeah. You could say get ready within 15 minutes and she'll nearly get ready in 15 minutes. Give her 2 hours and it will still take her the 2 hours to get ready that she could have got ready in 15 minutes. Don't give her more time.
It's pretty true,
Yeah.
actually. I can get ready pretty quick, like if we need to get out the door, but if I know I've got to leave in 2 hours, I'll still be kind of racing out the door.
Yeah. Either way, we're always running just 1 or 2 minutes late. Doesn't matter how much time I could give her one day and she'd still be just running out the door as we need to be.
I feel like we're always on time though. Most of the
I'd
time.
like to be on time more early.
Simon's really good at lots of things. He's really good at getting us all organised, and he's just really good at, I'm always so envious of how he can have 2 hours before he's got to go to work, and in that time he'll have gone to the gym, he's walked the dogs, he's cooked dinner for us, he's gone and done a bit of a food shop, and then he's still got time to spare. If I've got 2 hours before, I need to be somewhere, I'm already fretting that I don't have time to do anything before. So you're really good at
Maximising a day, maximising my time, I can get a lot done.
Yeah. What is Simon not so good at? Maybe you're pretty patient, but maybe patience could be a little bit more patient with me.
Yeah.
Because he just likes things done in a certain way and things, which is great, but I think because I'm so creative, sometimes that's, sometimes we clash a little bit with that, but I think we help balance each other out as well.
Yeah. What do we argue about the most?
Probably the house, because the house is just a bit of a mess a lot of the time with kids, and probably
Having the house clean and
who's gonna tidy it, who's gonna do this and that, and yeah. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Do I have any weird obsessions?
I feel like saying eating in bed.
Yeah, I do. But that's not weird. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't really have anything weird.
Not obsessions. Everybody has weird things they do, but I wouldn't say we have obsessions that we have to do.
I feel like because of my ADHD, my obsessions are pretty weird and they're changing all the time. So I just get really down a rabbit hole with a certain thing. Like I love the Enneagram at the moment. So I'll grab you.
Screenshotting. She has to screenshot everything.
Yeah, my photos in my phone are 95% screenshots and 5% my kids.
Yeah. What are our nicknames for each other? We're pretty basic, I think. We just do honey and babe.
Darling. I think we used to have different ones, like when we were dating and stuff. Like you used to call me Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I don't really know where that came from. And I used to call you like Honey Bear or like Puffin Boo. But we don't really, we've grown out of that now. We're in our 30s now. All right, if I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
Disgusting reality TV. That's just women are into just
all the Real Housewives series.
Housewives stuff there. The Real Housewives of this and that, and
there's a billion.
Just people living a rich life.
I like it because their lives are so crazy that I feel like I'm not as crazy.
Sure.
And if you're watching TV, like we don't actually watch a lot of TV, but we watch a lot of stuff like on our laptops at night.
Yeah, subscribe to lots of different YouTubers.
Yeah, or we've got like, hey you binge Netflix, things like that. You watch these weird YouTubers and they sit around and they just chat, and every time I look at his computer they're just these guys like sitting around laughing and chatting.
Life podcast, just about life.
What's our favourite cuisine on date night?
Indian. We
Yeah.
both love Indian a lot. I would eat Indian 7 days a week. Obviously we can't afford that.
It's one of those ones that like you can't like replicate it at home.
No.
So as much as we try, like you can't, so that's something that we don't mind paying for. What size shoe do I wear?
4? 3?
5 in women's.
You said 4 and you gave me a look.
But it is a 3 in kids, so I'll give you that.
I was alright then. One of those shoes will fit.
And Simon wears the size 12.
13.
12 to 13. Oh.
What is one talent I have?
You're a really good cook. He can somehow make every meal taste better, and every time I'm cooking, he can always tell me what to add. What is one talent I have?
Kate is a very good singer and a very good dancer. She can pretty much dance to any song, and her voice is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. What would I eat every day if I could?
2-minute noodles.
It's so embarrassing.
It's more like, what meal do you have every single day?
All the secrets coming out now. What would you eat every day? Probably rice, veggies and chicken. And he sometimes does eat the same thing every day.
Yep. What is my favourite sports team?
You love the Adelaide Crows for AFL, and you love the Broncos for NRL. And I don't really have any favourite sports teams because I don't really...
She watches no sport.
Except the kids. I watch the kids. What kind of cake would you bake me on my birthday?
Ooh, a layered cake with cream, and it would be chocolate with cream layers.
It's not what I would make for myself, but I think I would have made you an ice cream cake, but then I've overdone that because every year for a while there I was like getting you ice cream cake.
Yeah.
But you really like white chocolate mud cake. So I think I'd make you that.
Yeah.
And last question, what can I spend hours doing?
Now that you finished your nursing degree, before that it was studying and doing your assignments. But I'd say now just watching your shows at night once the kids are going to bed. You could do that into the wee hours of the morning.
And for you could spend hours just running around like a headless chicken, working out, taking the kids to the park, coming back, taking the dogs for a run, going back to the gym, taking the kids out again. When we were in quarantine, that was like a nightmare for you.
Yeah.
It was nice for me. Alright guys, well thanks so much for watching us. Hope you've learned a little bit more about us, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye! Do you know you're making like weird, like all of these I'm going to hear.
True.
And nothing.
That's good though, isn't it? We got together 3 years after our... We got together... You can't be laughing.
I might need to put this in the bloopers. Sorry.
That means we got married 2 years after our... That... Stop the squeaky.
That means we got together. No.
Does that mean...
We got, yeah.
After
that
our
means we
anniversary.
got married 3 years. Oh, this is confusing now. Why it seemed so easy, but now we've not
Got married.
I need to stop rocking this chair. It helps me to not feel like...
Hold on.
Is that good, Tanda?
Is that safe for YouTube?